Fighter 6. Fighting round. Online ranked match versus here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. So let's see how things open up. What are they thinking here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Combo with the target combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Picks the drive reversal. Trying to read each other here? Gets the jump, gets her. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checks him with the boom. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Sonic boom. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. They exchange blows. Swagger step. Barely blocks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They couldn't tech the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Hits the drive. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their... Oh my god, what a throw tech! Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. King betting it all on the drive rush. Fires off an overdrive arrow. Left loose a boom. Changes the pace but sneaks them air to air. Plenty of them willing to risk it for the overdrive. They're taking a step back to... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Boom! Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Drive rush! Players in super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
Time to train.
Oh, damn! Super hit! Is it all over? Up, suspend the meter on the... Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Let's lose a boost! Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistakes. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Medium kick. Oh, are you kidding me? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Good parry there, and the quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Decides to go in with the target combo. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Time for a drink. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shows a medium kick. Anything could happen here. Still very early in the round. Takes a trip. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps in. Big throw. A quick breather. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped through out tag. Jumps. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something. Barely blocks overhead attack. But gotta do better than that. Adds a bit of OD spice there. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Immediate pumps the brakes on the impact. Time to go for broke. What's next? Forward rush. Quick medium poke. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Dangerous range here. Burns out. Who will come out on top? What a finish! Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Combo with the target combo. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. That was a solid anti-air. Big counter. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. With the throw. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
From low heavy to... The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Sonic boom! Player one needs to use the front of the corner. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player one holding onto that corner advance. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Jumps in. A quick breather. Blocks the overhead. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Low heavy. What'll happen here? Can this drive bring them back? Nice parry.
remember.
The low! They gotta go! Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? There's the burn. Oh, kisses the fireball! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Surprises them with a drive rush. Combo with the target combo. They're being absolutely ends with the projectile. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump-in is denied. Drive rush to keep it going. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Doesn't miss a beat. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh no, they're stunned. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Burns out. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that overhead attack. Closes it out. Player 2 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Throws him down. Trips him up. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Absorbs, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Connects with medium kick. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Quick breather, perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player 2 is the last fighter standing.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight. Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jump in. Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Changes the pace with an air dare. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Good job blocking the jump in. The KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Got their eye on the air. Who's going to start things off? Spikes him with 3 glove. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up from up above. Barely, Chernobyl! Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. They just won't stop switching sides. Fires off the Chernobyl. What were they thinking? It turns out, experiencing burnout. One player overhead attack. Backed into the corner. What flatlines in? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Holds out with the block. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes a trip. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Player 2 chases them down, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Combo with the target combo. Chernobyl! Flashes the super. This could either seal the deal or it could come back to bite them. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Clutch, anti-air. The kick hits! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Special match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
The top player is here.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Knockdown. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Knockdown. The low doesn't connect. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 has depleted their drive lead, but they are still within range to win this round. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Good somersault kick. Jumps in. Took him to the corner in a flash. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Connect with medium kick. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Dashes. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one with the rhythm. Only that's how you close it out. What a beast! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Quick medium poke. This is gonna be bad news. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Not going anywhere. Player two, there's a burnout. Side switch. Player two is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Clutch, anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Ugh, scuffle, brush that off. Oh, here we go. Player one has a big forward rush. What were they thinking? Dashes out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
Shreds them with a critical arc. So a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Player one, and are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw the fighters play out of their goddamn mind there. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Are you serious? They had a read on that jump in the whole time? Medium kick hits. Checks him with the boom. Dual gain control of the match in the early going. Low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Low kicks are a no-go. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Holds out with the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. No more drive gauge. Hits him for the stun. This might be over right. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Time for a drink. Player two has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Changes things up with an overhand. Going in, their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This is gonna be bad news. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Crowns him from above. Final round. And eats it. Holy! Hits that with confidence. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What now? Looking for a hole. Leading low heavy. Amazing drive rush. Blocks the low kick. Notice him gotta do better than that. Target combo, no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Sends him a personalized telegram with that crazy critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? Escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player two was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sonic Blade for some cover fire. Sonic Boom. Jumps in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick. Hold your breath.
Don't fall down yet.
Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Overhead. Down to the wire. Beautiful setup, but then heats it up with a combo into super.
Traps him with a break-in.
Takes a trip, experiencing burn, and picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Lots of up-close clashes that last round. Will both sides opt to duke it out again? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Wrist brushes that off and keeps going. Luminous kick. Jumps. Oh, they're in the corner now. Springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Rolls out the Sobot. You've gotta be my... burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Both sides getting ready. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The jump in is rejected. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Come upstairs. Sobot to pin him down. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. Drive rush. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player gets him with a Euro step. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player 2 runs that off.
The swagger step sends him flying.
With super arts into play, it's really anything goes that just pumps the brakes on the impact. Crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. Player 1 comes out on top with a fierce battle.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by dragging them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Takes a trip. The jump in is denied. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Was looking for that jump attack. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Smart play with the throw. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? And whiffs! They're wide open! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Just goes for it at this range.
Oh, looking
For the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Blocks the low heavy, and that drive impact doesn't get through. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Bops him with the top KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Grabs him. Jumps in. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps, barely blocks the jump in. Connects with medium kick. G-right kick for a mix-up. Who's going to take the initiative here? Just goes for it at this range. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Decides to go in with the target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Burnout activates. Ejects the air attack. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Puts the super armor to good use. Rolls out the Soba. Jumps in. Showing some real tenacity. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Pokes with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump. Hits him with a stop and bop. Burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Checks him with the boom. Time to reassess the situation. Here comes the corner pressure. Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Comes for them with a gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Takes the chance to hurt him. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Solid combo. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Well aware of the life of meters. Really good decision making. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 needs to use hits them with a stop and bop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. And fold for the throw! That's what they came for. A quick breather. Challenge from this and leads to some big damage. Comes for them with a phalanx. Burnout activates. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Life lead is there, but still anyone's flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters. Damn, scores an important armor break. Hits them with a stop and bop. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Player 2, all in with a rush. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1, putting the cherry on top. And they burn out in sync. looking for a hold. What now?
Anti-air in the clutch.
Boom! Things are good.
What a read with that anti-air.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us be round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Misses the drive impact. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The throw missed. Risky up-close scrap still going. Bumps up. That combo did decent damage. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. A quick breather. Jumps in. Gets him with a Euro step. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Overhead, but it won't work. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like hits the drive. For the last round, it's now or never. Drops him from the air. Good judgment there. Ooh, what a smart throw. Knockdown and checks him with the boom. Plenty of health. Full gauge. Oh my God, what a throw set. Quick breather. Can this drive bring them back? Jumps. There's a change of sides. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 crowns them from above. Meets them air to air. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Medium kick. Yo, rock super here. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Are we gonna see it turns out? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Sticks out. It is over. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Low heavy. Zones with the fireball. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Limited resources at hand right now. Are they going to press on the attack or hang back? The jump in is denied. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Low heavy for the win. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Did well to get the buff in there. Shoots off a fireball up close. Overhead. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters are untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The last round, it's nap the low. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. A jump in, escapes with the reversal. Fight back, reversal. Boom! is the distance. Getting up close and personal. All in with a rush. What now? Plenty of help. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Keeps them out. This makes there's a burnout. Both sides throws them. Player 2 is in burnout state. The low. Amazing. Connects with the throw. Noticeable life lead. Doesn't catch a throw. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Who tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. There's an overdrive shorty. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent brings out the super arc. What a finish. Great lead in the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Throws out a projectile. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. There's an overdrive arc. Genius read. Ooh, there's a side flip. This could be big. Life lead is there, but fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Low heavy, but no go. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big advantage to do damage here. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 brings out the super arc. How is this gonna work out for them? Good job blocking the jump in. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Burns the drive gauge. Parries the projectile. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Big thing close. Closes the gap. A quick breather. Holy! The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Flatline's on. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sonic Blade for some cover. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, the throw connects. Fireball pressure. Trying to work. Can this drive bring them back? Player, there's a burnout. Oh, putting the cherry on top. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Backs off. Oh, snipe. Okay, here we go. This is a gigantic life lead. Flatlines up. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drive time. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Misfire with the driving back. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Solid throw tech. Holds out with the block. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Player 1 can build off this lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 hits him with a stopping block. Uses ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Checks him with the boom. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time.
Bring in the heat!
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. The super connect. Player 1 has the super. Oh, in with a rush. Oh, here we go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They're not getting close to drops them from the air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. This can lead to some big damage. Are you kidding me? Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Starting.
My pleasure.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball.
Here we go.
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Goes for the command grab. Trips them up. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Lily's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Reads them. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Decides to buff up while they can. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Okay, creating some space here. Out of range. Relatively safe. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Blocks it well. Full stock on the Condor Wind. Gotta watch for a sudden surge. Goes for the rush. Player just goes for it at this range. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch? Genius read with that throw escape. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 2 can't use any. The overhead deny. Gotta do better than that. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with the boom. Barely blocks the jump in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Hooks him! This is going to deal some big damage! Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. What now? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Perfect input! Execution is on low heavy! Amazing! Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. The overhead denied. Player 1, oh yo, rock super hit! Smashes him! She don't even care how big the opponent is! They're in range. There's a burst chips him for the win! Player 2 made some smart moves there! Great game! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that comeback! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Connects with medium kick. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can they outlast it? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Connects with medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Big throws. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Are we glimpsing? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They're going for the super arc. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the jump in. Goes for an overhead. Got their eye on the air. Player 2 chases them down. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jump? Gets the jump in. Strings it all together. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Looking for a chance. Big throw. A quick breather. Spending that drive gauge. Checks him with the boom. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. They were not clear for takeoff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Burns the drive gauge. Throws him. What's next? Puts one in the pocket. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Fires off an overdrive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Impact's a no-go. Jumps up. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe? Perfect move. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Rolls out the Sobot. Checks with a medium kick. Big throws. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The player brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. Just goes for it at this range. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Jumps up. Overhead. Shrugs that off. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 1 has the... Oh my god, they just choked it up. And eats it. And whips. They're wide open. Both sides getting ready. Scuff him. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burns out. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. There's a burnout. What'll be the plan here? What? They are done! Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Practice versus special match. Online versus online.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive, this is a huge chance to make them feel it. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Neither of them willing to back off here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. In a dire situation, they can't afford to get some. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Decides to spend the meters, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Player experiencing burnout. The throw missed. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Are they thinking about how to... burnout activates. Player 2 is dominating this match. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps up, reversal. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Real win.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes to the overdrive. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 1 has used up all of their drive moves. Picks the drive reversal. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Just looking for that jump attack. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left of experiencing burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Someone's in there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Anything could happen here. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocks the impact. Burnout activates. That was a huge, huge stun. They need to capitalize on this chance and go in for the kill. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Checks with a medium kick. Knocks them out of the air. Springs forward with the drive rush. What now? Wannabe tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Player 2 turns out. What's this Shinku Hano gonna do? Shifts him for the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Manages to get him with a Euro step. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Taking chunks out of each other here. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 needs to wait this out. Sets up with the jump in. Jump, clutch, anti-air. What now? Only 50% life left. What are they gonna do? Oh, snipe! Player 1 is gonna meet them air to air. Huge chance after that wall strike. Okay, here's flatlines in. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets him with a Euro step. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The combo's there. Knockdown. Player 1 throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Even fishing to get meter is risky in this game and may affect how they approach the neutral. Resource management is the key to winning. The overhead connects. Not much life difference. Risky up-close scrap still going. Medium kick hits. Solid anti-air. There's a burnout. Medium kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Medium kick goes to the air. Reversal. Throws a fireball. Barely blocks the turns out. Player anti-air in the clutch. What are they gonna do? A jump in? Ooh, what a smart blow. Both sides getting ripped and whiffs. They're wide open. Both fighters are down to half life. Player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect clutch anti-air. They're in range. We can hit the drive. Jump, links it. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with the NSFW. Lots of distance here. It is over. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Versus